Hi everyone, welcome to the Cinebox. Today I will show with 10 movies that women can also kick the ass of bad guys and save the day. From fearless spies to unstoppable warriors, these heroines redefine what it means to be a true action star, so get ready for a countdown of the 10 strong women in action movies. 1. The Shadow Strays. You think that Kill Bill is the most brutal movie with a woman protagonist until you watch this one. Nomi is a highly trained assassin with just 17 years old, and she gonna use everything that knows to save a boy being hunted by a criminal gang, even if it challenges her loyalty to the organization that trained her, the Shadow. This gem is stuffed with fast and dynamic choreographies that even won't let you blink when you're watching, with insane action sequences that never seem to end, besides to bring back the nostalgic ninja movies. 2. Peppermint. When the Riley's family is tragically killed and she realizes that can't trust on the corrupt justice to help her, she sees herself as someone with nothing to lose and decides to take justice into her own hands, resurfacing after years of living in hiding and training to become a dangerous person. With great coldness and determination, she doesn't hesitate for even a second in pursuing those responsible for her family's death, with badass action scenes that even the Marvel's Punisher would take the hats off. 3. The Protegé. After witnessing the murder of her own family, the protagonist Anna is rescued as a child by Moody, a mysterious man who trains her to become a lethal and skilled assassin, as well as becoming a second father in her life. When Moody is supposedly killed, she uses everything that knows to begin an intense journey of revenge, making her cross paths with the enigmatic Rembrandt, with whom she forms a complex relationship of attraction, threat, and mutual respect. Between well-choreographed fights, shootouts, and a lot of adrenaline, she needs to face old ghosts and discover who is behind the events that shook her life. 4. The Old Guard 2. An ambitious sequel to one of Netflix's biggest hits, this movie continues the journey of a squad of immortals where the first one left off, until the consequences of Andy's past begin to affect everyone on the team. When Quinn, an immortal who believes that Andy abandoned her centuries ago, wants to take revenge by allying with Discord, the first of all the immortals, who has plans that threats all of humanity. The group also gets helped by Tua, another immortal that knows their whole story. Besides following a much more exciting journey than the first, this movie manages to delve even deeper into the universe and mythology around this, and explore dilemmas such as loyalty, redemption, and life purpose. 5. Atomic Blonde. During the end of the Cold War, the MI6 agent Lorraine Broughton is sent to Berlin to recover a lost list of secret agents through infiltrations and several fights against another agents that are also looking for the list. As a perfect Bond's wife, Lorraine adopts a very cold and ruthless stance to accomplish her mission while living surrounded by unlikely alliances. Directed by the great David Leitch, this movie has some of the best fight scenes of all the time, with one that were filmed for 10 minutes in a single take, showing a realistic and brutal choreography. This single movie manages to be better than many productions from big spy franchises not only because of the action, but the great photography, soundtrack, and filming techniques. 6. Furies. After years of living in a poor village, a young girl decides to flee to the city alone after killing a man who tried to rape her and her mother. But in this city, she must face new difficulties with the lack of civilization and traffickers in the power, being helped by other women who trains martial arts while they plan to take down the traffickers gang. She then joins their fight and at times ends up reliving some childhood traumas, making her even more brave and determined. Despite being a film that seems to repeat formulas from other Asian action films, this one carries a certain energy and dynamic that's more lively and engaging than many options, with several fights and electrifying choreography that will keep you watching without losing even a second. 7. Exterritorial. An ex-military who lost her husband, who was also a military, goes to the American consulate with her son, but he ends up disappearing. While she searches for him, she discovers that this is just part of a large corrupt conspiracy. You might think the plot is basic and just repeating formulas from Hollywood movies, but shortly after the beginning, it takes one twist after another, and when you think it's all over, one more. Very similar to Atomic Blonde, this movie manages to film the fight scenes with long takes and realistic ways, without needing very stylized choreography to really involve who's watching. 8. Ballerina. Set in the fascinating universe of John Wick, Eve Macaro has the father killed by a mysterious sect of assassins who don't allow their members to leave. She is then rescued by Winston and left at a secret undercover assassin school hidden in a theater, deciding to use what he learned to hunt the tribe that killed his father and take revenge. So she discovers a ruthless world, determined to eliminate her at any cost. With an engaging script, a frenetic pace, and action scenes in attractive locations, this movie manages to keep the visual style from the John Wick franchise and obviously get deeper on the mythology of this stylish universe and keeps you engaged until the end. 9. Furiosa. Another spin-off based in a great universe, this time from Mad Max. This is an origin story from the character Furiosa, introduced in Mad Max: Fury Road, that tells of a seemingly basic journey in which she wants to take revenge on a sadistic tyrant who killed her mother. And during this, she finds herself in the middle of another battle between empires for the control of a post-apocalyptic wasteland. The protagonists have a silent change, and her real fight is marked more by strategy and intelligence than just physical force, all accompanied by the epic visuals from the wasteland. 10. Kate. A professional assassin who was trained since she was young and carries some traumas from the past is discovered on a mission and ends up being poisoned. She then discovers she will die in 24 hours and does everything she can to take revenge on the responsible for her poisoning, with the help of a young girl who knows the man she is looking for. With nice choreographies and action scenes like a great John Wick variation, in addition to the way of filming. Did you enjoy the list? If I had missed any movie, tell which in the comments, and don't forget to get a like and subscribe to the channel because you don't want to lose the next ones.